Hi there, welcome to the Quality Mentor. I am a certified Six Sigma Black Belt Senior Quality Assurance Specialist through the Council of Six Sigma Certification. And on this channel, I'm going to help you master quality assurance, quality control, principles and methodologies of Six Sigma, quality management systems, and many more. In today's lesson, we'll bring to you a clear understanding of the difference between quality assurance and quality control. In our previous video, we said quality assurance or QA is focused on prevention and it's a proactive process. And employees that work in this department are called quality assurance specialists or technicians. And these technicians have various roles and responsibilities, such as number one, the plan processes by writing various standard operating procedures or SOPs. They write protocols and work instructions. Two, they set standards, that is, standards of acceptance and various specifications. Three, they train personnel using a competency based qualification method. And four, they perform audits and continuous improvements. It could be internal audits. They perform CAPAs, which is corrective action, preventive actions, and also they do internal reviews. So quality assurance is building quality into a process before production ever begins. So as a key word to take note here is quality assurance is a continuous process. So it never ends. It is always continuous. On the other hand, quality control, we said it's focused on detection, it is focused on the product, and it's a reactive process. And the people that work in this department are called quality control specialists or technicians. These technicians have various roles and responsibilities, such as number one, they perform product sample. So they sample the raw material that comes into the facility. They sample products that are in process and also the finished products. Number two, they perform inspections and measurements. It could be visual inspections, dimensional inspections, and weight checks. Three, they do tests against specifications. That is working in the lab, you performing various lab analysis, microbial analysis, and chemical analysis. Also, they either accept or reject the products, the finished products. And how do they do this? They check for quality. Does the finished product meet the customer's qualifications? Is it of quality? If it does, they will accept it, and then the product passes and it is released. But if it is not within the specifications for the customer or is of bad quality, then it fails and then they have to perform an investigation. So quality control is detecting defects in the product after production. So as a key takeaway, quality control catches the problems only after production. Now, let us take you to having an analogy to better understand quality assurance versus quality control. We're going to take the format of baking a cake. So, in terms of quality assurance, if you want to bake your cake, the quality assurance, they make sure before you bake your cake, you follow a tested recipe, which is, in this case, it is going to be called the standard operating procedure. They calibrate the oven temperature. They will check ingredient expiring dates. They're going to set precise baking time and temperature. They're going to train the baker on the technique of baking. And also, quality assurance is there to prevent in making a bad cake. On the other hand, quality control is involved in after you have baked the cake by checking if the cake rose properly. They will test and then test for the flavor and the texture of the cake, measure the height and the consistency, inspect decoration and appearance, accept or reject the cake. So, quality control is finding a bad cake. So, quality assurance prevents the defects of the bad cake, while quality control detects the defects of the bad cake. And both are very essential. Now, the key difference between quality assurance and quality control. So quality assurance is focused on prevention, while quality control is focused on detection. Quality assurance is a proactive approach, while quality control is a reactive approach. Quality assurance has timing before and during production, while quality control is after production. Quality assurance is process oriented, while QC is product oriented. QA prevents defects, while QC identify defects. QA uses tools such as audits, SOPs, training, while QC performs testing and inspections. And in QA, everyone is involved in the process, whereas in quality control, only the quality control technicians or the department are involved in that. So QA and QC are complementary and they are not interchangeable. So, as a summary, we are saying that just focus on knowing that quality assurance prevents any defects and it is complementary to quality control, which detects the defects. Thank you for listening. I will see you in my next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comments and I'll be very much happy to answer your questions. I will see you in the next video. Bye.